this week we are continuing the open gaming license drama from Wizards of the Coast, so this episode will be focusing on that. So, what has been going on in the last week? Well, I'll start rolling back to Friday the 13th of January, right after we'd finished recording last week's episode. So, Wizards of the Coast finally made a public statement regarding the open gaming license. There was an apology and talks that they're going to be walking it back. They said it was just a draft, it was never meant to be, the proper version, and that they're going to be revising a new version and putting it out soon. In that statement, they did immediately roll back some elements that the community had been unhappy with. Linda Codega on Gizmodo said, for all intents and purposes, the OGL 1.1 that was leaked to the press was supposed to go forward. Wizards has realised that they made a mistake and that they are walking back numerous parts of the leaked OGL 1.1. So then we move forward to Wednesday of this week, where Kyle Brink, the executive producer on D&D, makes a statement on D&D Beyond. So this statement, first of all, was apologising to the community and stating that they were going to make public the new draft of the open gaming license that they're working on, and they were going to make it available for community feedback for over 2 weeks in the same way that they do for all their playtest documents. And true to their word, version 2.1 of the open gaming license was made public just yesterday on Thursday for us all to take a look at. So what are we looking at with it? So it removes any royalties, any claim of ownership by Wizards of the Coast, but it does state that the Open Gaming License version 1.0a is going to be revoked, and it does include the morality clauses, which has some controversy surrounding it. Importantly, it does include the word irrevocable, and Wizards of the Coast do have the ability to change the document, but only 2 key elements. One is the way that you reference them in the work, and the second is being the way that they can contact you. Additionally, it releases 58 pages of content from the 5th edition SRD into the Creative Commons. So this content released into the Creative Commons, which isn't owned by Wizards of the Coast, includes things like the core mechanics. So it's got ability checks, dice rolls, that you can use equipment tables, things like that. But it does not include any classes, races, species, spells, or monster stat blocks. So the survey is scheduled to go live today on Friday the 20th of January. So over the next 2 weeks, if you have opinions on this, please be sure to go and give them and feedback to Wizards of the Coast. Some people have looked at this draft and have said they're quite pleased with it, whereas other people have said, that their trust in Wizards of the Coast has been broken at this point. And Paizo has revealed some of the 1,500 plus tabletop RPG publishers, including us at EM Publishing, who have expressed an interest in the new Open RPG Creators License, which they're referring to as the Org. If you'd like to hear these stories discussed in more detail, you can listen to Morris's unofficial Tabletop RPG Talk podcast, or you can read all about it on enworld.org.